Hello again, this is part 2 of the video for the FlowMotion, and this is where I'm actually gonna go and test out the device itself in a real world scenario and see am I stuck with it or is it something that I'm happy with. So let's start the journey. Alright, it's a lovely day today, so I'm gonna go up a mountain that I really love, try to get to a peak or peaks of mountains and have a walk there. But main thing is that along the way I'm gonna try and test out the FlowMotion one more time and see if it's usable or not after all this time, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I'm here, I'm gonna start my hike, and occasionally I'm gonna start recording with the FlowMotion, and I'm using my iPhone 6s Plus because that fits. The new Android phone doesn't fit and it doesn't work. So I'm gonna try and figure out and see how usable it is with the broken joystick and all that kind of stuff, and all the while to see yeah, is it usable or not, and can I use it in my everyday occurrences. So let's get going. I'm now at the first leg of this road. It's very nice and really idyllic and easy to do. So nothing so hard yet, but yeah, my goal from yesterday seems a lot bigger now that I'm a little bit more certain that I want to go there. So that over there is my goal. I want to try and climb it. Obviously I'm no mountain climber, so not from the steep edge, but from the left side. As you can see, there's a nice way of going up there. So that should work, but in the meantime I'm really enjoying the surroundings that are just absolutely astonishing. This place is fabulous, just oozes old, ancient and lovely stuff. Alright, so I'm taking a first little break on a really lovely spot. That behind me, that's the trail I've come from, and it looks like that. I'm gonna switch the camera so that you guys can see what I'm looking at, because it's really pretty, and to just kind of describe the plan. Hopefully it actually works, but there's backup plans as well, so we'll see. So that's the trail that I'm gonna be going towards the mountain peaks that you can see, and the idea is that I can climb them from the left side, cross maybe I don't know how much, but over, hopefully as high as I can get, over to the right side, and then just follow this horizontal line up onto this other one, which is also a very nice long route, and then all the way down and back, gradually back to where I came from. But this is a lovely spot to chill out. So yeah, while I'm waiting for my latest update for the game to be approved, hopefully, by Google Play, I had a choice. Stay at home and listen to my screaming, incredibly noisy neighbors and hit that refresh button to see if it's updated or not, or do this. Climbing higher and higher now. The view is really quite high right now and really nice. Definitely a good path to the place where I want to go, since absolutely manageable. And that right there is the lake that I was some 25 minutes ago or so. So we're going over there, and yeah, hopefully over that ridge we should start seeing the mountain itself. Now, the way that the roads are marked here in Norway is absolutely phenomenal. So be it forest or mountain, you have these blue and red marks, and you really can't miss it. I mean, yeah, there. Let's get closer so that the camera can pick it up. But I love this because it's definitely a demanding road, but absolutely manageable. And then you know that you are on the right track. So let's. Oh wow! Wow, indeed. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, talk about a perfect day. Okay, I'm excited to see what's over that ridge. Alright, I'm at a halfway point. I'm currently at 1,085 or 89 meters. And behind me, there it is. That's where I'm gonna be going. So far, FlowMotion is really performing well in these more demanding situations. What I really love is that, for example, now I'm just holding it in my hand and I'm not even looking what it's recording, and I don't care what my body and hands are doing. I can focus on the terrain so that I don't fall and die, because there are places where you can just fall and hurt yourself, let's say it like that. I also like the fact that this assembly really works, properly works, and it just makes perfect sense. What I don't like, what I don't like is the fact that this does not have a strap. And in the wise words of Red Foreman, which dumbass thought that was a good idea? I have to make a modification of some sort, and considering that the company went bust and that the joystick is falling apart and all that stuff, I'm just gonna drill a hole and put it in place without the fear of warranty or anything like that. This is just amazing. So let's try and get there and see what happens. Yeah, as you can see, I have progressed further. You can see behind me lots of different things that we've went through. Back over my shoulder, you can see the peaks. I completely forgot to record because this whole thing reminded me of Lord of the Rings so much. I started humming the theme, and then I actually started playing the music quietly on my phone as I walked. Since there's no one around, it was absolute perfection, and of course I totally forgot about anything else other than this. It's absolutely spectacular. So now we're over 1,100 meters and I'm beginning the ascent. Yeah, as you can see, this is a little bit steep. So if I just turn around, it's like a brick wall. And I need to climb up there. This should be doable. After this patch it's a little bit, it should be a lot easier. So this one is really, really difficult. So Frodo, give me strength. Alright, so I managed. I'm at the top, and the view is absolutely spectacular. I haven't been using the FlowMotion on the way to the top because honestly it got to be very, very difficult. So I had many other things to worry about. I had a little bit of a chance to kind of recuperate, and I'm just gonna chill out here for a little while, take some shots so that you guys can see how amazing this is. That's the highest spot, 1,419 meters. It's windy. Hopefully the mic is picking it up normally, and yeah, I'm gonna chill out here, wait for a little bit of clouds to go by, see some sunshine. Whoa, enjoy. Yeah, not having a strap on this thing, and here where I am at now with the wind that's blowing, it's making me feel really insecure. And I'm holding it with two hands and it's just ridiculous. Okay, that's a lot of wind. Anyway, before I drop all this, I'm just gonna flip the camera around. So, let me show you the prettiness. So those are the roads that I'm gonna use to go back. So that road there, Jesus Christ. I have no idea if the mic is picking it up. And the road down there, look at this. Like, wow. So I parked all the way there in the center, and then I was passing these lakes, these houses, all the way around here, then trailed over these little peaks, and then this was the trail that led to the big climb, which seems very small right now, but that was a lot, and that was a difficult climb. Then all around there, and I came on the top through here, and now I'm at this wonderful, wonderful place. I really, really love it. The original plan was to actually go around and all over the top of the other mountain as well. So maybe not push it. Maybe this is fine. Okay, that was unpleasant. I'm off before I fall off the cliff, before the wind throws me off the cliff. So, see ya. So I'm on my way back, and I promised myself, because I'm a little pressed for time, that I'm just gonna go back and not really stop and chill anywhere. But yeah, how can you not stop at a place like this? This is just, look. Just amazing. By the way, I really love the pan and tilt option much more than trying to frame the shots with the joystick, because the tracking is so smooth and so nice that you can very easily train your hand and get amazing shots, and you get much nicer framing and much better dynamic of a shot, of a panning shot or whatever, when you move the actual device from left to right, up and down, and a combination of all sorts. than trying to do it with the joystick. With the joystick, this still never completed the curves, so it's always like nothing, and then starts moving, and it's not really that great. And yeah, I just find myself resorting to using the pan and tilt mode or pan mode and just directing the whole thing from side to side. As you can see, once you get the feel for it, it really can do awesome things. So yeah, okay, I could stay here all day, especially now with the sun that came up, because it's really windy and a little bit cold. But I'm running out of water and I'm running out of food, and I'm still 5 kilometers away from my car, and then I have another hour and a half to drive back. I better get going, yeah. Alright, so the walk is over. I'm back in the car. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm super happy. I'm really excited to actually take a look at the footage from the FlowMotion and to see how that worked, because if that worked, then I am definitely happy that I have it and that I have this something that's a device that I can actually use. Is it ideal? Absolutely not, but I'm gonna do recap of the impressions and everything once I actually see the footage, and once I'm back home, so probably tomorrow, I'm gonna shoot additional footage and start editing this thing together. But yeah, hopefully from what I've seen while recording it, it looked really good. So crossing my fingers that it works, and yeah, that this thing is actually useful. So alright, I'm off for a drive. Oh, and as I was approaching the car, I got a notification on my phone that from Google Play that my build has finished processing and is ready to go live. So perfect timing. Alright, back to the studio. That was a fantastic day for me. I'm really under the influence still with the whole place and all of it. I'm gonna try and focus now on the device itself. First thing I have to say is that I wouldn't be able to get any of the footage of that type of a hike if I didn't have this device. This or a similar type of device. Since I've never owned any other stabilizers, I have no reference points, but what this is giving me is really, really good. With that in mind, I have to actually put a footnote, which is it works great if you use the basic features that are functional. If you're trying to use anything more advanced or more fancy, it just won't work because software is flawed, and that's that. So, if you use it just as a basic stabilizer, it works great, and for my purposes, it proved its worth in that trip. Strap is a much needed modification that I absolutely have to actually put on, so that's a bad thing. Another bad thing is that I am completely stuck with the software that it is. Android or iOS doesn't matter, but there are huge faults that should be addressed, and they never will be, since the company is bankrupt, and obviously they are sick and tired of working on it for no pay. Their words, not mine. I just wish that they would actually be fair enough to release an SDK and make software open source, so that if the users who are stuck with it want to actually improve the software or develop their own software or integrate with other pieces of camera kits, that they can actually do it. That would be the very basic, most minimum thing that they owe to their customers. They actually owe money to a lot of customers as well, so they owe a lot. All things considered, and taking into consideration the results or the footage of that hike that I did. It's a 20-kilometer hike, 6.5 hours in difficult conditions and all sorts of things. It's something that I definitely find useful. And it's something that I will most definitely use if it works. If it works the way it did, I am happy. Overall, I think it's a bad user experience for me, but I am happy to have ended up having it simply because one reason, and that's it makes things that were previously impossible for me, it makes them possible. And for me, that works. Far from ideal, but it's definitely something that's usable, and I don't find myself in a category of, oh, I'm stuck with it, so I'll just trash it somewhere. I'm actually have it, and it's a device that I will use. I'm just not happy that every time I actually use it, there's this negative story and negative connotation that it carries around itself. But I think that's not the device's fault, it's the team's fault. So I'll just separate those two so that I can like the device for what it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. I surely enjoyed making it, and if it's something that you actually like and find interesting, regardless of reviews or anything, I might actually go ahead and start documenting some of these travel logs in more detail if people are interested in seeing that. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye!